Hi everyone. So about a week, 10 days ago, my head of marketing reached out to me and she asked me for a professional headshot for this event, of course. I was a little under the weather, so I decided to turn to all our best friends, the AI of course. Tried a couple of free options and then of course paid some money and generated this. Very, very happy with the results. No double chin, poker straight hair, high cheekbones, right? But, and it also got me thinking, right? I mean, here I am creatively using AI to get some good work done. But yeah, I think it's a little long way off till we get some of those cultural nuances right. Also got me thinking about our candidates, right? How creatively they are also turning to AI and obviously they try to get into the workforce. Of course, I'm talking about recruitment fraud, and as talent acquisition professionals, I think this is a problem that you're dealing with day in and day out. So with this, of course, let's delve into the fascinating world of TA technology. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to talk about the TA technology world, TA technology in the world of AI agents. Let's start with the market landscape, right? Today, we understand, and of course, I am from RippleHire. What we understand is that you have recruitment modules of global HRMSs or even Indian HRMSs, typically built in the West, solving for problems in the West. The recruitment modules, so they understand global compliance, but they do not understand the product. And I think you would all agree, right? So the legacy systems, and when I talk about legacy systems, I'm talking about the Workdays, the Success Factors, and the Oracles of the world. They do understand global compliance, but they don't get the product right, and they don't get the problem statements of low trust economies like India and APAC. What we have realized that when we talk about talent acquisition, it is not a workflow that we are talking about, right? It is about compliance, right? So it's very important to understand this aspect. Of course, we have local ATSs, global ATSs, so we have the likes of Greenhouse, Kenexa, iSIMS, Levers of the world. Of course, amongst local ATSs, we have Talent Recruit, ZappyHire, MyNextHire, Zwayam, and of course RippleHire as well. And within this space of ATSs, each one catering to different set of enterprise size, right? And again, one size cannot fit all. Something that is meant or built for SMEs, mid-market, may not be suitable for enterprise or large enterprises, yeah? And within this, right, let's look at some of the common problems, right? I mean, whether we are talking about the global systems or the local systems, I think this is something that you will all identify with in this room, right? Duplication is an issue. How many times have we heard that, hey, duplication only works on email ID and phone number? How easy it is for me to just change a phone number or an email ID, and you know, like so much clutter gets created in the system. So that's something, because again, these systems have very, very stringent rules on duplication. There is one rule for India, for outside of India, right? So that's a huge issue. The parser is suboptimal, you know, you're getting CVs from across sources, it's not getting passed. Recruiters are having to spend a lot of time collecting information, getting everything right. Search is poor, right? I mean, we've of course, we have heard enough in this room, in other forums of AI and you know how AI is also evolving. But do these systems, I mean, are they helping you with a good search? Like, are you able to find out the needle from the haystack? Yeah. Manual work, lack of integration. Most recruiters end up only releasing offers in the system. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure this is something, again, you will identify with. What's the point of having a system if you're not using it, right? And if you're just using it for one part of the workflow. Rigid workflows, poor user experience, and all of this, right, leading to a poor candidate experience. I mean, while we are thinking about recruiter productivity, I think one key aspect that we are all talking about and thinking about very actively is also the candidate experience. But are our systems supporting the candidate journey? Are they having a good experience? Are they wowed by it? Like when they get an offer, and or is it painful? Are they having to, you know, submit documents multiple times? Are they having to, you know, keep sharing the same data even when they have submitted that data and those documents? So I mean, yeah, these are things that we've come across. Let's talk about how the ATS is getting reimagined, or you know, more importantly, how at RippleHire we have also reimagined the ATS. Let's start with sourcing, right? Why should only the recruiters be responsible for sourcing? Why should it be their primary job to look for candidates through different sources? Why can't I use my entire workforce to generate sources, generate candidates? Can I build a robust employee referral program? More importantly, can I bring in gamified referrals to help with sourcing? Just to give you context, LTI Mindtree, 100,000 employees, they actually, with RippleHire employee referral program, they were able to reduce, or they were rather able to not subscribe to Naukri for more than a year. So that's the power of employee referral that we are talking about. In India, social distribution works really well. And within social distribution, of course, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. But what works really, really well is WhatsApp distribution. Yeah. Then, you know, we are talking about the matching, you know, finding that needle from the haystack. Of course, we have an AI recommendation engine. But what it also does is that it is an AI recommendation engine with explainable AI. What does explainable AI mean? It means that when I get the set of candidates right here in front of me, it tells me the score. It explains the score to me in terms of the skill match, the job title match, the education match as well. What it also helps me do, like further filter it out, you know, as per experience range, as per, you know, the source, and so on and so forth. The other problem, right, weekend drives, right? A lot of recruiters, again, you know, will be conducting drives over the weekend. But what we wanted to do, we wanted to give the time back to the recruiters, and we wanted to give them their weekends back. So whether you are doing large campus drives, weekend walk-in drives, think of a module, think of drive management as a cockpit for you to manage your drives, and you can just have maybe one person, you know, manage that drive. You can drop and drag, your panel members can be on a cockpit. You can drag and drop the candidates. conduct, set up interviews, move them from one round to another, and of course roll out offers. Yeah, so I mean, recruiters have faced. That has also kept them away from using the system, right? Personalized offers. So think of this and imagine this, your CEO or your leader giving out an offer, right? Or a video personalized offer. You have placeholders to basically showcase your culture of the organization. We'll do a face match and a voice recognition. So voice biometrics really works well, can tell twins apart, and it automatically tells your recruitment, hey, there is a breach, right? So you may want to relook, you may not want to make an offer at that stage. On top of that, at the sourcing stage, when a candidate has applied, I have a proprietary database that immediately tells you that whether the candidate is from a fake university or a fake company. So you're essentially not waiting up till your background verification to happen to tell you whether there is some fraud at source. Drill down reporting, again, I think you have separate teams who are working on your reports, or you do not have the dashboards, leadership wants to look at something else. There's so much of data and analytics that as recruiters you should have access to at your fingertips, so that you can make some of those data-driven decisions, you can have data-driven conversations with your hiring team members as well, and with your own team. So drill down reporting works really, really well. Map out the entire or see in what format you need the reports. And on top of that, seamless integrations. What we've realized is, over the last 12 years and being the largest TA technology company, currently serving over 1 million employees in about 50 plus countries, what we've realized is that the way to go is to deliver customer success, yeah? Really, really committed to customer success. We understand that one size does not fit all, so fluid architecture is something that helps us solve for a lot of these problems across the board with the enterprises that we work with. In the last 5 years, 17 Brandon Hall Awards, which we consider to be the Oscars in the HR world. I think they are a testimony to the fact that this is how we deliver customer success. And yeah, my name is Shweta Maheshwari, and I'm from RippleHire. Would love to get a chance to interact with each of you, to answer any questions. RippleHire, we are right across the hall, and would love to, set up time with each one of you, hear your problems, understand your problems, and maybe have some more conversations. Happy to answer more questions in case anyone has. But that was my time. Thank you so much for being a lovely and a patient audience. Thank you so much.